now boarding rows.
Brits are finally having to get used to crossing European borders post-Brexit. But since the turn of the year, British air freight companies have been battling to cope with the burden of new red tape, thrown up by Brexit, compounding problems caused by COVID.
It was just a perfect storm. Everything got delayed, and then, add Brexit onto the top of that as well. Literally a complete nightmare.
Crunching the numbers, Jeffrey Ingefeld runs an air freight logistics company. The headache of added Brexit-related paperwork goes hand in hand with anxieties connected to Britain being removed from the European equation.
We, as Thatcher said, were the gateway to Europe to get investment from Japan here, Honda, Nissan, whatever. So once you've imported it, it's then free to go anywhere. There's now no point in bringing it, unless it's going to terminate in the UK. What's the point of bringing it here? If it's going to go into Europe, go to Paris, wherever it may be, and we are seeing that stuff that used to come here, be tweaked and then sent to customers around Europe, is just not coming here anymore.
Adjacent to Gatwick Airport, dozens of air freight logistics companies. Many of these businesses rely on putting on flights at short notice, on routes that hop between several countries. Solving these problems means relying on slow-to-arrive permits and permissions.
Medfreight Services, how can I help?
Antonia's Post was created specifically to help solve Brexit-related problems.
But for freight companies like this one close to Gatwick Airport, it's not just Brexit that's had an impact. It's the pandemic, which has made most of the difference over the last 18 months. These board games, which were fairly cheap to import from China last year, are now astronomically expensive.
For air freight, the prices have doubled or tripled in just getting stuff out of the country. For sea freight, I've got a container coming in from China this month, and it's 5 times more than the rate was last year. Instead of being sort of $3,000, it's $15,000. That's gonna hit the customer at some stage.
The Department for Transport said it's leading engagement with EU member states to ensure UK airlines can operate to and from the EU with minimum administrative requirements. For UK logistics companies, meanwhile, the pressure is on to keep things moving. Luke Hanrahan, Euronews.